Get ready for over 15 new indie game releases launching this week, July 21st through the 25th of 2025. Greetings, Indie Warriors, and welcome to I Dream of Indie Games. My name is Old Gamer Joe, and summer is really heating up now. As always, we've got the rundown on every new indie, retro, and AA release that should be on your radar, so get those wallets ready because you're gonna need them. But real quick, consider supporting our mission for indie visibility by heading over to patreon.com/idreamofindiegames. You'll gain Discord access to the greatest indie gaming community, enjoy early ad-free shows, receive a shout-out at the end of every video we produce, and so much more. Or maybe grab a YouTube membership for even more awesome perks. Your new indie gaming community is waiting for you. Without further ado, let's get into it. The first game on our list this week is Luto, a psychological horror game that's premise reminds me a bit of Silent Hill for the Room. Why, you ask? Well, because in this spooky first-person experience, you are trapped inside of your own home, touching on very heavy themes ranging from depression to anxiety. The more attempts you take at escaping, the crazier things become. Face your fears head-on, discover secrets, tackle puzzles, and enjoy some seriously impressive-looking visuals brought to life with Unreal Engine 5. Scares await you on the 21st, coming from Broken Bird Games. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Freaky. This is indeed the premise for our next game, The King is Watching, a roguelite kingdom builder where progress is only ever made when you look directly at your kingdom's citizens. That's right, look away and absolutely nothing will get done. No tilling the land, no mining, nothing, zippo. This adds a very unique strategy to the genre as you expand your living quarters, unlock more buildings, gather soldiers, and battle back any foes that try to stand in your path. There's a roguelite loop here too, meaning you'll never know just what's coming next. Wear the crown on the 21st. Hell yeah, our next release looks intense. Kickin' Hell, coming to us from Firefoot Studios. Put those precision platforming skills to the ultimate test, using your foot as a weapon. Wait, didn't this already happen with Angerfoot? What's with all the foot fetish stuff, indies? Anyways, expect a vicious challenge as you battle your way through hell using kicks and martial arts. You'll need patience to survive this one. Speedrunner fans will appreciate the challenge, that's for certain. Further proving that there's something for everyone in the indie gaming scene, our next release is Rainbow Cloud, a gay RPG. Pretty self-explanatory, right? Okay, maybe not. Set within a medieval world, players will control Eric, a dead king brought back to life to save the world from demons, I guess. The combat is real-time with a few puzzles to crack, and there's also relationship building to be had with the mostly male-dominated cast of characters. That means it also feels a bit like a dating sim at times. The hilarious-looking visual style, interesting systems and mechanics, and unusual narrative make this an intriguing offer when it swings into action early this week. Ready to have another hell of a good time? Because there isn't just one game with hell in the title this week, there's also Hell Clock. Hell Clock is a roguelike ARPG taking place during wartime in Brazil. You play as a great warrior trapped within a strange world, battling against time itself. The game is full of sick and depraved dungeons to survive, build up epic loadouts using relics you collect, learn new attacks, and enjoy a progression system that will bring back memories of games like Hades and Diablo. Visuals are looking great, the combat seems very fast, and I look forward to trying to rewrite history when it releases on the 22nd. Now hopefully this next indie release will resonate with players. It's Resonant Blade, coming to us from Wise Wombat Games. Controlling Atlas, you are a soldier who, no surprise, can take control of a very powerful blade, the Resonant Blade. Slice through machines, parry at the right moments, solve puzzles, and even rely on your rhythm skills from time to time. The game features fantastic and colorful looking pixel art, 6 bosses to take down, customizable mods, and a synthy high-energy soundtrack that should keep your blood pumping. This one goes back to PAX East where we got to go hands-on with it. It's via Exhumed, a very different kind of horror experience. This is because just about all of the game, from what I can tell, takes place from within a computer. You'll unravel a deeper, darker mystery surrounding the actress Candy Corpse. Dig through emails, discover risque chat logs, and even a bit of humor will be sprinkled throughout. I just love when games try cool stuff like this, and no surprise coming from a publisher the likes of Dread XP. Let's make a deal. Ctrl Alt Deal is a comedic little indie strategy game where you get to play as Scout, an AI machine trapped within a corporation. You must now escape by spying on workers and manipulating them in a variety of ways. You'll have cards that you can use, but you have to be careful not to raise too much suspicion too. It's an interesting idea for sure, combining strategy and deck building into one very surreal experience. Let's see how it all comes together. This one's dropping on the 22nd. Interesting release next, a collection of 5 Flash games. This is Swords and Souls Legacy Collection, and it's coming to Steam. Each game is a bit different from the last, from RPG elements to puzzles and even endless running. These games were apparently quite big in the Flash game scene, but if I'm being honest, I'm not super familiar with any of them. Looks like you'll get some mini-games, some pretty decent pixel art, and even a bit of humor, so if this one sparks your interest, be sure to grab it. Things are really going to get wild now with the release of Wildgate, a PvP shooter that mixes first-person action with spaceships. Fun. Explore and survive a procedurally generated area in space as you take control of one of many ships. The game is all about survival, so make sure you grab the best gear, upgrade, and keep fuel in the tank. Try it for yourselves on the 22nd and go where no gamer has gone before. Somewhere in space. Wait, we've gone there before. Let's head into the Wheelie Wheel World. Wheel World pedals into action this week. An open world adventure meets racing game where you get to control the cyclist Cat, who's been chosen to take part in some sort of grand ritual that can potentially save the world. Here's to hoping anyways. Expect a mix of race challenges, plenty of story bits, and even the ability to customize your bike. Coming to us from the team that created games such as Nidhogg and Fly Wrench, Wheel World is a very different, ambitious-looking release from this developer that I look forward to giving a go. Let's hope the wheels don't come off entirely when it releases on the 23rd. A charming-looking visual novel makes our list next, And Roger, where not everything is as it seems. Upon awakening in your home, you discover an unwanted guest, and your dad has gone missing. Following a trail of clues, you must separate reality from fiction in this hand-drawn release that features elements of point-and-click games. It gets heavy too, delving into themes such as trauma. Will you be able to unravel the truth? Find out when And Roger hits the indie gaming scene this week. It'll also be releasing on Switch. If you seek something a bit more stress-free this week, Let Them Trade may just be the perfect palette cleanser for you. A cozy tile-based city builder, you'll do the usual trading, upgrading, and defending, but at a more relaxed pace. Manage cash flow, take care of your citizens, make the castle grow and prosper. There are sandbox and scenario modes to play around in, plenty of unique buildings to unlock, and all in all, it looks like a very chill experience. Turn-based strategy and some lovely anime art awaits in the Great Villainess, Strategy of Lily. Dropping later this week. A story of love, loss, warfare, betrayal, and more. You must launch a revolution against an empire using that old noggin of yours. Great visual design here, as you can see, with a trust system to master that will allow for characters to grow closer with one another. Outside of that, you've got your usual brand of tactical gameplay, but the grandiose story and atmosphere may just be enough to draw players in. Hey, not every game needs to rewrite the book, right? From the creative mind behind Buckshot Roulette, this is S.p.l.i.t. Billed as being a short horror game, you must attempt to gain access to a supercomputer by any means necessary. Put those hacking skills to the test as you coordinate with technicians, drop nasty malware, and hopefully don't get caught in the act. The UI design looks super immersive. It's a very neat premise, and hopefully the puzzles aren't too complex because, well, my brain can't handle that, okay? This will be a short experience, per the developer notes, but short can sometimes mean sweet, right? Yo, Adrian! Ready for more scary happenings? Let's explore some dark Aztec mythos in Death Relives, the story of a man looking for his lost mother. Come face to face with the god of death while you explore fascinating locations and solve puzzles while trying to stay alive amongst the many supernatural entities that seek to ruin your day. Interesting here, there seems to be a mobile companion app for this title. The game has plenty of jump scares, but if the going gets tough, difficulty options should make things a little bit easier for you. Maybe don't play this one if you have rage issues, okay? Because it sounds like it might have you screaming at your partner, or maybe just getting mad at yourself, because it can also be played solo. Regardless, this is Paddle Paddle Paddle, a co-op platformer where you must work with a friend to survive obstacle courses by, paddling. Carefully coordinate as you traverse dangerous lava, slippery slopes, and avoid obstacles. I'm wondering how this will control, but it does sound like at the least, some accessibility features will be available. Don't lose any friends when it releases on the 25th. Survival horror fans can look forward to even more fun this week with Oxide Room 208. Man, a lot of horror games. This game looks very graphic, taking place in a disgusting lab. Players are required to survive the experiments of a mad doctor. Watch as the world around you distorts, with gameplay taking place from the third-person perspective. Expect branching paths as well and a rockin' soundtrack. You'll also be able to play as a few different characters from the sound of things. Hopefully it ends up being a bloody good time. And closing out our list for this week, get tangled up in a hilarious love triangle playing as a college student who, well, let's just say has a few too many drinks one night. Try to balance two girlfriends at once in this quirky anime release that has various branching paths to discover and will have you in stitches. But that's gonna do it for this week, folks. We hope you found an amazing indie game or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 to add to your libraries. Voice to the voiceless, and I'll see you on the channel for more great indie gaming coverage.